Welcome back to another episode of the RADelaide Summit Podcast. This week we cover special guest Campag-Yolo in the house. The donation of Wang's time back to the community is coming to an end.
What are you going to do, mate?
Oh.
More training.
Oh, God. Some of the listeners took last week's episode very seriously, and of course, more. Come along for the ride.
Now, if you're new to the podcast and haven't listened before, each week we scour the Strava leaderboards, watching you do your efforts up Northern Summit and discuss them here on the podcast, whether you like it or not.
You're still drunk
There's
from
a
yesterday,
chance
mate.
we might shame you, but we promise not to name you personally. And the odds are high we'll probably shame ourselves because we're not as fast as you. Look, at the end of the day, our goal is to encourage and celebrate everyone going up Adelaide's best hill climb, Norton Summit, and reaching their goals. So, with that, let's introduce ourselves. Jesus.
Alex,
Hello, mate. Hello, you drunken Wang.
Still drunk from yesterday. I said Alex.
I said hello,
Oh, hello.
drunken Wang.
Kashi. Hello.
You've got him now.
Hi there.
And I'm the Wang. Welcome, guys, and welcome, listeners, to another RADelaide Summit podcast. Fuck, we got there.
Are you sure, mate? You're right? You want a moment?
No, we're all good. We're all
Look,
good.
as always, we need to know what's been happening on or around the summit this week, starting with Kashi.
G'day.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hot off the plane.
Yeah, hot off the plane. Been in New Zealand for...
Fish and chops.
dropped Gracie off at school on Monday, and then bit of lounging, and then
You got your own jet yet?
no.
No?
But it was good, productive week at work. Also,
Congratulations on the promotion.
Yeah, I heard the CEO stepped out, so Kashi stepping up.
Kashi, executive officer.
there was some bants going on that I would be applying for said role, but no.
I did tag you in on the Woolworths post.
He's
on,
actually I'm not pissing in his pockets, but he's actually a really good CEO. So
Yeah,
I'm
right.
actually a bit sad. There were people in tears at some of the offices.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
That bad?
Yeah.
They took it to heart.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, pardon me. Hats off, Brad. You can go spend some more time in your vineyard in Queenstown.
He'd have a nice,
Yeah, I know.
surely a nice package, wouldn't he?
Yes.
And a pay packet.
But yes.
Not as nice as your package, Alex.
So, yeah, just went bouldering over in NZ. It was good. There's a fucking great complex that's probably... it's quite large. It's great. Did a couple of runs, a couple of 5Ks, and went to see The National last night. So
The what?
The National.
What is that?
That's a band.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right.
And then came home, flew home, went bouldering, and then did probably like half an hour on the bike before coming here.
Good work.
Yeah.
You're almost dressed like the real Shamwe was when I rode with you on
Yeah, I
Wednesday
know.
night. I'll tell that story in a moment.
Oh, well, Wang, you're up next, mate. What have you been doing
I
this
am.
week?
Monday, 817k this week, just average 23 hours, so just standard copy paste. So Monday, after my 2 full solid weeks back at work, I did have to have an RDO on Monday. So
An RDO or your sick day or mental
How's-
health day or how did
mental
that come
health.
out?
How's the
day,
mind?
RDO.
Yeah, is the
it was good after that.
Just a
Yeah.
lot of
Tuesday I was raring to go.
Would you have,
Productivity
like,
was good for the rest of the week.
decision paralysis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Decision fatigue.
my streak's already gone for the year. For work, that is. Tuesday, just some little Zwift sessions in the morning. Then out at the crits on Tuesday night. Just give them back.
Give
for
him
the-
back again.
to the.
So me and the Wang actually got separated whilst marshalling.
Alex
on
actually
Tuesday,
gave
so
back
I
as well.
had to go to that.
Did you donate your time as well?
I did, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was at top end of the track on the boring corner and Wang's down the bottom of the track. And I was like, my walkie-talkie's not working.
He
Via text.
messaged me, yeah.
And he's like, fuck up. And I was like, no, really, you got to say something to see if my walkie-talkie's working. Finally got him to say something. He's like, Wang, checking in top corner. I'm like, everything okay, Wang? Thank you.
For listeners at home, there's this is the Norwood Crits at Vic Park, and Wang and Alex were being
the
corner
Adelaide-
marshals, just
Course
being
was
Adelaide
a safer
Summit
place.
podcast
safety
show.
Sams.
Yeah, I actually had
Yeah.
to do a whole lot of work. The signs were blowing out onto
it
the
was
track.
freaking windy.
There was a tree bark flying across the track. The wind was going nuts.
Picking up bottles.
Picking up bottles, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of foot traffic that just have no idea that there's a
A
race
lot,
on?
Yes.
yeah. There was a chick running in the opposite, like towards the people on the main straight.
I had one chick who basically walked out onto the bottom corner, almost in front of riders, and I was like, "Oi!" because she was on her phone.
Yeah, classic.
And I was like, "Get off your fucking phone and look at the sign." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, fuck, man. Like, almost walked in the middle of the
You
bus.
should stop bringing mum to the track.
Job well done then.
Oh, that was my job. Yeah, yelling at people. So,
Wednesday, what did you get up to?
Wednesday.
Welds?
No, I went for a ride with the real Chamois on Wednesday. Now, this was a stitch up. Rocked up at his house, and as listeners may know, the real Chamois has been partaking in a lot of running lately.
He's an offie at the moment, isn't he?
Oh, fuck, he's been an offie for a while. Rock up at his house, and he's got his nicks on.
He's looking very much like
He can't find his glasses, so he's got like his casual glasses, like the ones that you have, right? And he can't find his jersey, so he's got a fucking running singlet on.
Like he doesn't have a million jerseys.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm ready." I was like, "Are you riding in that singlet?" He's like, "Yeah."
You would be embarrassed, wouldn't you?
And then to just make things even worse, because he obviously hasn't got a jersey on, where's he going to put his phone?
In the neck.
He's got it tucked up his nicks like a runner.
Yeah, I would do that.
I'm like, he's like, "All right, we're going very easy, very easy." Up Anstey's, first corner, bam. I'm like, "I thought you said we're going easy. We're doing 420 watts up Anstey's. And we do like an 8-minute Anstey's." And he's like, "Oh, I'm fucked now." I was like, "You are an idiot." So, yeah, so the real Chamois still got the form, but yeah.
Did you do the hour of power? Or?
Yeah, we did the whole hop loop. Yeah, but then we had to stop for a slushy at Golden Grove because he was cooked.
Because he had his guns out.
Yeah. So,
Love it.
yeah, between me and my singlet last week and him and his running singlet, putting on a show. Thursday, Friday, just standard days. Actually, Thursday, footy's back for Nate, so footy training. So we went out there on Thursday night with him. Saturday, didn't do chop, but I rode down and met the bunch, and that was good, that part. From then on, it pretty much turned pear-shaped.
What happened?
And it was a long day.
Yeah,
well, first fault was Alex's, as we were...
I got a puncher. How is that my fault?
Because that's why we ended up riding with Petite Perineum.
Mm-hmm.
So Alex got a puncher pretty much back in the car park.
Company to me.
It was good.
Yeah, okay.
The car park of Chop. So I'd do the right thing and pull over with him. Callum was with us as well. He'd caught on. So... Then we're changing the puncher, and Group 1 Chop comes past. Two of our teammates in there.
Didn't stop.
Nick and Leo. No, they didn't stop.
And Sornoff was like,
and Sornoff was
pissing at us, thinking it was his new bike.
Yeah, thinking I was
he was losing it.
And I was like, "It's not me." Apparently, Daryl said to Nick, "Are you going to wait for Spunny?" And he's like, "No, I ride with him enough during the week. Fuck him." So anyway, fixed his puncher. I was out on my maiden voyage on my new bike, on my new Soloist, thanks to Moff. And my front rotor was not done up correctly when it was built, so that had been vibrating for 70 k's, which was making Alex angrier as we were going along.
Wild! Like, I had to go sit behind him. So I was like, with my tyre not seating and his rotor going ting 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 up ends at car. I was like, I'm going to neck someone. Like,
so Alex has changed his tyre and can't seat it, so he's vibrating the whole way up. So we go to contour, sort it all out, and it's just me and Alex. Callum goes home. I was like, all right, I'll ring Petite Perineum and see, because I know he normally goes up the summit with a few of them after they stop.
Yeah.
And it was just Petite and Moff Diver. Obviously, Moff Diver's not going up up the summit.
He doesn't venture into elevation, does he?
No, out the pat is about as much.
The stairs at Pond are as high as Moff Diver goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we catch up with them too. Moff turns off, goes home. We go up the summit, just the three of us. Nice one. Get to the top, have some water, whatever. Petite Perineum's like, it's 10:30. It's like, you want a beer? I was like,
yes.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't want a beer. Alex is like, yes.
But what else would you want from a ride at that time of day?
Some soda water?
Some carbohydrate in the form of a hop-based sports drink.
Oh, yeah, I got a Coke.
Yeah.
Actually, they stitched me up and got me a water with some lemon in it.
Lemon in it,
Yeah. Anyway, 3 beers later, we go back down the summit. I had 1 beer, and that was enough. I couldn't see in front of me.
Whinging for the whole way to Glenelg, from the scenic hotel to Glenelg.
Yeah.
What were you whinging about?
1 beer. I was drunk from that 1 beer. Anyway, I went to the orange spot when we got down to Glenelg, and these 2 blokes, We picked up a couple of other stragglers on the way, and then these two blokes go over to the Watermark and order more beers and a couple of bowls of hot chips. Anyway, what time did we leave the Watermark?
It wasn't late. I was still home before 3.
Yeah, about 1 o'clock, I reckon we left the Watermark.
Yeah.
PM.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then as we were riding out, or as we were going to get the car park, Petit Prim goes to the toilet. And Alex over there
Don't throw me under the bus, mate.
goes over to his Wahoo and stops his Wahoo and uploads the ride. Now, for people who know Petit Prim, he's as anal as
He's
me
a
about
Johnny
the
Long
Strava.
case. He is a...
And it has to be the 200 Ks every
Saturday?
Saturday without fail.
It was. It just was in 2 rides.
And he needs it in one ride.
He can contact Strava, get them to merge the
So
two together.
150. So his ride was only 157k on Saturday. So that absolutely broke him, and he wasn't the same on the ride home.
He did.
So
He did crack pretty hard.
he cracked pretty hard.
He did.
So yeah, that was our day. And then Sunday, I just met up with Leo today, and we done a nice little. Actually, on a bad loop, we did sort of an opposite to what we'd normally go. We come down the bay all the way along Hallett Cove, along the beach.
Up Mint Hill.
No, all the way along there, and then the back way that we normally come back from McLaren Vale. So, and all those dippers.
Yep.
Yep. And then back up to, like, past the RSPCA, then back onto Lonsdale.
Wow.
Back
Full
that-
back way.
Yeah. Back into Lonsdale, Majors Road, Blacks Road, and back down Windy Point. Leo had a puncher for 20 kilometres he didn't realise. And then, back home from there. So,
Very
solid
good.
week. Solid week.
Lots of stories.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a good
Amazing.
week.
Good job.
Yes.
What about
And you had a haircut.
sir?
You had
What
a
have you,
haircut
what have you got?
I did. I cut my fringe off.
You cut your fringe off? Yeah, you've got a 5.5 head now. Me, so
Oh, no, that is Alex. Sorry.
slightly same.
Other young pup.
The other young pup. Slightly same for me this week. Work, gym plunge. Plunge was
Gym plunge,
Gym plunge, gym.
Yep.
Echelon on the bike, and then off the bike coaching the class. Had actually a few of my mates in the last few weeks come down and start Echelon, and now they're like, motivation is through the roof, which is very rewarding to
How
see
good.
them get cracking. Creates that positive circle of fun.
Yep.
And then, like the Wang said, I had planned to do 200 Ks yesterday, and at the Scenic I had 116 Ks, and that's where the first 3 beers were. And then we were at the Watermark and only had 140-something Ks, so we still had 50-something Ks to do when we were done with our Hopspace sports drinks.
Yeah. Jeez.
And then if you look at my Strava, I had to do like 6 blockies to get it to 201.
Yeah, right back up past
Good,
my
good
house.
lad. Good lad.
It
Good
was
lad.
good lad.
Yeah.
But as you guys have probably seen, I've got one of the walls in my kitchen is painted in blackboard paint.
Yes.
With a bunch of shit I like to be getting
Goals.
done, and
Yes.
goals and whatever. So
Yeah.
a bunch of ticks this week.
Love it.
That's been good.
Talk to us. Or not.
What were the tips?
Fruit bowl, no. No, just stuff around the house, like reno
cool.
stuff. Yeah,
Love it.
fixing shit up, making shit pretty.
How good.
Got rid of the uni student this week.
Got rid of the... He's gone back. Yeah,
yeah, you need
Fuck.
to. Cool.
I missed the guy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
First time you've ever said
you
that.
heard
I
it
know.
here. Yeah.
He won't listen. Anyway,
clearly.
I was going to try and ride before the potty today, but just ran out of time fixing our spreadsheet. So,
Yes.
but other than that, good week.
Very good.
Good
Yeah.
week.
Campag-Yolo, what's happened in your week?
Well, I had a pretty good week, I reckon. We was in Moonturf for...
You said good week, didn't you?
Yeah. But no, I was in Moonturf with a bunch of school friends for the first, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yep.
Nice.
So I didn't get to ride on Monday, so I went for a bit of a cheeky run, which was
Another
good fun.
runner.
I'm not good at running either.
No.
No, I suck at it. That's great.
It was good fun. And then did a cheeky 2 hours when I got back at 7:30 p.m.
Oh,
That's your memory.
2 hours of running or riding?
No. Yeah, and then I did Wednesday chop, 6.5 hours on Wednesday. Got,
That's to make up for the start of the week.
yeah.
6.5. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, got a bit of procrastination at top of Norton after Wednesday chop, and then carried on.
did you have
Where-
some
where
beers
did
at the
you go?
Scenic?
Pardon?
Did you have some beers at the Scenic?
No beers.
Good boy.
Just
Where did you go from the Scenic? Or Top of Norton?
top of Norton. I went the back way around to Wollonga,
Oh, yeah, all the way around there.
and then
Like our last guest.
Yeah.
yeah,
Must be a favourite loop, that one. Which way do you go from there?
I went like through, what was it? Campag-Yolo.
Yeah, out to Campag-Yolo and McLaren Flat. And yeah.
I went on the bike path, which is a bit grim sometimes.
Yeah.
Stop start on the way home. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what's that? Thursday did 5 hours.
Jesus.
Friday cheeky Rico spin. Chop yesterday.
Saturday chop. But did you go past when Alex was punctured? There wasn't a very big bunch yesterday of chop, was there?
No, it was pretty good during chop, pretty smooth. But
Yeah, everyone said that.
then it kind of split up pretty much immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good fun.
Where'd you go? Did you go up Norton's?
Yeah, I went up Norton, and then around back deviation and basket range down Monty, that sort of situation, which was good fun. And then today did another Wollonga loop on the TT rig, which is good fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, we don't see any of this because you're like Alex. You don't put any of your rides on
My
Strava.
ride is on Strava.
I rode once last year.
Yeah, that was your Norton PB.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's kind of my
No kudos for you.
And today? It was the TT rig.
TT.
TT rig, Wollonga.
Sort of rocked along.
Yeah.
Bit of a northerly today. You would have had a headwind coming home, did you? Or did it swing around?
It swung around a bit, but
Yeah, actually, I reckon it swung just as I got home.
What TT bucks are for?
True.
So it was good fun.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, like you need any more aero gains. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know. I think I remember many, many times I'm like, you like, I'll be on your wheel in chop.
At chop,
and I'm like,
yeah.
you're the shittest shit ever.
Because he's
I love it,
hot.
but also, yes. Great.
Park machine, Mike Luxton, and then
Yep. I love it. What was I going to say? Speaking of your last ride, your one ride last year was a Norton. Your PB, if I'm looking at this correctly, 11:38. Holy shit! Was that a little bunch or was that a solo?
Well, it was, me and Will did that.
As well, yeah.
His name's Spaghetti.
Slapper.
Yeah, we went up.
Holy
had like
shit.
some testing that day, so we did some like tests up, like a 4 minute and a 1 minute up Monty, and then we went out. Did a Norton for a 12-minute test. And we just kind of...
Oh, you didn't quite get to 12 minutes, did you?
No, that was the thing. We got to the top and we had to keep going. But then we stopped at the top. I was like, oh, come on. But yeah, it was good fun.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a good win.
You both got the same... Did you both get the same time that day? Oh,
Got him by a second.
So he started?
No, I was on the front row the whole time. He was like... I had my speaker on the back for the test before.
Okay.
And then he was like, I'll carry your speaker, and just sat on the whole way.
So
he went-
he deserved the 1 second gap then.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was kind of the same, but
I
I
love
would have
it.
been fuming if he got it, no?
I love it.
Was it a Taylor? Do you remember? Was it a Taylor that day? Or
Yeah, it was pretty prime condition.
pretty prime?
Yeah.
The old Westerly up there.
I think that's like Wang's version of talking dirty A's.
I know, it is.
Was
It's
it?
like,
What,
was it a
what were you
Westerly?
wearing? Like what wind was it? Oh yeah, I love a good southwesty.
That's your one ride that was on Strava.
That's
What
me.
were you-
I'm done.
Did you hide your watts?
No. I
No,
think they're
what
on
were
there.
they?
Look at him. There would have been 72
Yeah,
watts.
yeah.
385 or something
Yeah,
like
okay.
that.
Yeah,
What do you need to do for 11:38?
probably
4:20?
Yeah, 410,
Fat
420.
bastard.
So for people that don't know you, you're very slippery. You're very slippery. Yeah, very slippery. You're very slippery. Yes, very area. Like how did you get to this point? How did you get into cycling?
Well, I guess Dad's always done like a weekly Saturday ride. He just did the Tour of Fleur, actually.
I was going to say,
Really?
is that Tim?
Yeah.
That's your dad. Okay. Yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that, and then Friday nights with Eddie at the Beverages.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Some of those.
I love Eddie.
So yeah, there was that, and then just going like the Central Districts Junior Tour and stuff like that, and just trying to be.
If you ever won that, you had to be going well. Did you ever win it?
No, I was just
Sorry,
trounced
mate,
all the
I
time.
won it once.
It was pretty hopeless. And then you just kind of was training a lot, wanted to get better at it, and then just kind of kept going, and then was in the Butterfields development with the red sleeves.
Yep.
You remember?
Yep.
And then then got to the proper team, and then got the call up for Bridge Lane for the last couple of years. So that's
Nice.
So how long have you been riding for now?
I was going to say, because you said you're still in school.
Yeah, I was like,
But
you're still in
when
school
did you
now?
start cycling?
No, he's in
Okay.
school.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm 20 now.
20 now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know where that would have been. It would have been 13-ish.
Okay.
Probably.
Shit.
Nice.
6-7 years.
Yeah.
And with Bridgestone for the last 2 years.
This is my third year.
Yeah, nice work.
It was cool.
So within that, what comes to mind when you think of your greatest achievement or race day on the bike?
I guess recently we had the Cadell's race.
I was going to say, it's got to be up there.
Yeah, with Jackson Medway as well up in the break, just kind of...
Just tearing legs off.
Yeah, putting our names out, which was really good fun. That was definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
I guess just went to Europe last year with the team as well and did some cool races there, so it's all highlights, I guess. It's like any time you get to race with those guys, it's a pretty cool thing.
Off the Cadells, did you have any teams or anything like that sniffing around?
Not as yet.
Okay.
Come on, team directors.
You can't need to get
sign this guy.
Get results in Europe to really get noticed, but hopefully it kind of like an icing on the cake situation. If the result comes.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
Coming into this year, it's only Feb, right? But what's this year for you?
Well, we head over. Well, I do Oshies.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, in Brisbane, and then go over to Europe after that, and then go over to Japan, tour Japan, and come back to Europe and spend most of the year there.
Cool. Most of the year. Sweet.
Yeah, until August.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, wow. Where will you guys be based?
Well, so far we've got most of the accommodation sorted.
Yeah.
Just something like southern France, like Toulouse sort of area. So that should be cool.
Yeah.
End of March, is it?
Straight after Oshi, so it's like the 15th of April.
Right. Yeah. Is there a few of the team going over earlier than you?
Yeah, there's a few going over, and there's a few going a bit later as well. So it's kind of
yeah. And Oshi's, is it road racing TT? Oshi's you're riding?
Yeah.
Cool.
I believe so.
And it's only been road racing to date? Or you've been...
I've done track stuff as well.
No BMX?
No BMX.
No BMX. Okay, no mountain bike.
I've done one cyclocross race.
Oh, there we go.
Which I was horrendous. It was good fun. It was really good fun. But yeah, did a fair bit of track.
Nice.
Doing the Bendigo Madison soon with...
Oh, yeah. Who do you know with?
With Will.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
The RADelaide Summit team.
Yeah.
Keen to see how we go.
You know what happens after you've been on the pod, I'm just saying.
It's true.
It's true.
Is that before Oshi's?
Yeah, it's in a few weeks.
I was going to say, it's pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah, so that should be cool.
Yeah.
Haven't touched track bike for a while. Yeah, we'll see how we go.
It won't be hard to swing wheel in, at least. You're nice and light, both of you.
I hope so.
Yeah. What would you say your worst day on the bike is?
I've had a few. Not gonna lie. There's a few times, like last year overseas, where you have a pretty grim race day and you're like, oh, well, this is great.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've snapped my chain at the bottom of the basket. No, I've snapped the gear cable at the bottom of the basket before and get back home in the 11 tooth.
Oh,
that's got to
nice.
Yeah. But yeah, probably just like do a race that you're so hyped up for, and it goes to
shite.
Shit.
yeah, the way you want.
That is the worst. Speaking of, actually, that's really good. It's not on our little run sheet, but your favourite race. What would be your favourite race?
That's a good question. When I was away, we were doing all these real cool races. We got Lavernier, we got all these cool races. But I really missed the Vic Park crits. I love that. So good.
What's good? I love it because it's. I think. Anyway, what do you like about it?
It's just like a no stress kind of just. Everyone just races.
You just like tearing everyone's legs off.
Well,
most of
trying to do that.
I know what you mean. Jokes aside, it is good because most of the time there's no bullshit, right? It's just like machine gun fire everywhere, and it's just like.
And if you go full gas for a move, it doesn't work. You can.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people you just go again.
Yep.
Attempt.
And again and again and again.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
Racing in Queensland is much like racing here in it. Like crits are very similar, except they just get a bit more people in the normal crits at Muzz. But overall, it's the same. It's so good. Pay $11. $11. Yes.
NCC, you're listening.
Yeah, $11.
Wow. And you get a prize if you win?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's preems and everything.
Do they pay their volunteers?
It's not a volunteer if you get paid.
Hey, you shut up over there.
Well,
You're on
I never said I was a volunteer.
But it is pretty early, 6:45 kickoff in the mornings on Saturday mornings.
Whoa.
So that it's different, right? Because they don't have the... I don't think it would work here because, like, there's so many group rides down here. I don't know. What's your favourite group ride, actually?
Has to be the chop.
Yeah.
I've never done supers.
Really?
No.
Never done it. I'd like to give it a go, but it's at the same time as chopping.
Yeah.
So
You can almost get one lap
Could
of chop
almost.
done and then go get your supers.
Yeah, one of the BE boys did it. I think he done one.
Is it?
Yeah, I reckon he might have done one lap of chop and then straight
He's
to...
bowled it all the way to...
If you could tee it up, I'm sure you could get most of the people on Chop to do a supers
afterwards.
anyway,
Yeah,
afterwards,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Well, we kind of
You kind of do anyway, right?
do that.
Sort
in
of
a
do,
way.
yeah. I'd like to do the supers loop with the chop group and just chop the whole way. Like no stopping like they do in supers. Just
Nuts.
the whole way.
I'd
Be
need a
like
bit of a
3 of you
breather
left at the top of the
stuff.
summit.
Well, then you got to imagine just like 3 of us at the bottom of Corkscrew then chopping up Corky.
Oh,
No.
Yes.
No.
That's
No,
my idea of a
that's
good
where
ride.
you
No
would-
beers.
So me and
Here
Petit will
lies
just...
Cashy.
yeah.
Bottom there.
Little cross.
Rip. Yeah.
The sheep sniffing around. Yeah.
That'd be horrible. So you're on a Cervelo this year as well? You're
yeah,
on a Cervelo?
second
Yep.
year on a soloist.
Yep.
Good bikes, aren't they?
Yeah. What group set you got on it?
Durace.
Nice.
Yeah, it works.
No,
If
there's
so,
pleb
I'm just going to say it's a given. Favorite group set?
Yeah, it would be Shimano. I've
Yeah.
never actually ridden SRAM, so I can't really say, but...
stories would tell us.
Yeah, I have no...
I was the same till I rode it, which I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
But
well,
I'm still on Shimano.
yeah.
Oh, good. And look, Wang, you got to get to it now.
Zinger Burger. Good or bad?
I actually got a story about one of those. So the first time
Perfect.
I ever had one was after Grafton,
Okay.
and we was at Inverell KFC, and I was with a couple of the teammates,
Yeah.
and we just done the race, and then we were have to drive home, and it ended up being like a drive home in the back of the team bus
Oh,
on a gravel road in the pitch black,
oh Jesus.
scoffing these Zinger burgers, and yeah, it was a bit of a rogue KFC at. I'm not an
the best
expert on
one.
it, but it was a bit rogue. And I don't know. It was sort of an end of the ride situation where
Anything would have probably tasted good.
everything tastes terrible and
Yeah.
also really good at the same time.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was a similar story to Spaghetti Slapper, I reckon.
Yeah, his was after track.
Something
Nats
like
or
that.
something
late
like that.
night. Here
Late
it is.
night,
Everyone
all the
bought
parents
everyone
bought
zingers. It's okay. You don't have to like it. It's
Yeah,
just
I-
weird.
I had no desire to have another one.
That's okay. That's okay. I had one on the way here.
Did you?
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah. Right. Are you a breakfast person in the morning before a big day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Big
What?
Bix, man.
Wheat
Oh.
Bix. Another Wheat
How
Bix
many?
man.
Usually like 5-ish.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you need to step up in your game, son.
Pre-chop?
Yeah, usually. Pre-race, you have like rice and yogurt.
I do like a rice.
Sweet risotto sort of situation.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
That gets the carbs in, but yeah, big wheat bix.
Wheat
with
Bix
honey
seems to
on
be the
top.
go-to.
Apparently so.
Oh, you're on it now, aren't you?
Yeah,
Or you
I've
off
just
of it?
run out of milk.
Oh, I thought you run out of toilet paper.
I'm going to put it to the test next chop. So not this weekend, next weekend.
Next weekend.
Like we're going to do pre-chop Wheat Bix.
Yep.
I wouldn't do that first day on Wheat Bix. Just saying.
We're going to have another scenario of
You
3
won't
weeks
make
ago.
it to chop.
I'll get to chop. I'll just be like sprinting home. Might need to stop at the Grange Road roundabout
Just
toilet.
don't stop at the watermark.
If you, like, I wouldn't be mad if you turned my gum and
Yeah.
reset it. That's fine. So Zinger Burger, take it or leave it. What? And we've spoken about the brekkie. What about a cheat meal? If you had to pick something like after 157 k's plus another
After
ride.
Krusties.
Well, before that, are you? Is your team making you diet a certain way, or are you just looking after that yourself?
It's kind of on us.
Or just on you? Okay, so then if you
right.
had to go for like a cheat meal or something extraordinary, you're rewarding yourself, what would it be?
Bit of a fiend for a good Tim Tam. Not
Oh,
gonna lie.
really?
Or double coat.
Or, well, you say that, but the packet, right? The original
I
one
like
got
it.
11 biscuits. Every other one's got 9.
No way.
They were the same price.
Hey, you work for fucking Woolworths. You should know this.
Tim Tam, Arnott's own Woolies don't own Tim. I don't work in retail. I work in stores. All right?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
You know
the
the
best bang for your buck.
You know the trick where you'd bite off the opposite corners and then you can suck your coffee through it and it melts all the inside.
Yeah, right.
Greatest thing ever.
What do they call that? Tim Tam.
Tim Tam Slam?
Tim Tam Slam or something?
No, I never done
best.
one.
Yeah.
Try it.
There we go, listeners. There's a little tip for everyone who likes Tim Tams. Go to the originals.
Yeah, Tim Tam.
More bang for your buck.
Wang.
Just coming in this season, going back to obviously going to Europe this year. What's your program? What races you got coming up? What's the most one you're looking forward to?
Hard to remember all the names. So we've got Baby Giro start.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Which
Okay.
should be cool. I'm not sure if that's
Yeah.
it's now common knowledge, I guess, but
We can bleep that out.
yeah, and then Tour of Japan, and
Yeah.
then I have to remember some of the other races.
Fuck, Baby Giro. Be all right. How many stages is it?
I think it's 10 stages or something.
Yeah,
something
right.
large. Yeah, Japan
so
would be
fucking
cool as
cool.
well. There's the first couple, and there's another
Yeah.
one. I can't remember what its name, but
Did you Lavinia or anything? Or
the selection's not really out.
okay.
Well, they do the selection a bit later on. So
Yeah.
I
So
hope
possible you ride
I
Lavinia.
hope so, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one last year.
Is Lavinia with the team or is that with Oz?
That's an
Aussie, yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Del Toro won that last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he's an animal.
Yeah. And Peacock's won Baby Giro before. Did he win it a couple of years ago, I reckon?
I think if you just look through the
Yeah.
records,
Been some fucking
everyone
guns
kind
that
of
have won it.
recognise him. Freak.
Yeah, that'd just be awesome.
Anything specifically that you're like, that's going to be my race or my day coming up this year?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'd like to. We'll target them when we kind of know the routes a bit more.
Mhm.
Like to do well in Japan. That would be cool. Get some prize money. Up
Normally
to,
plenty of climbs in Japan as well, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be good. I know, like the European races, kind of, in terms of like directors, they kind of care more about that. But it'd be nice to do well in Japan as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Awesome.
good.
Amazing.
All righty. So we have some notable mentions in and around the summit this week. So last NCC crit this week on Tuesday. Hopefully it's not
Is it?
cancelled due to
The heat,
hot
you
weather,
reckon?
but it should be all right looking at it. I think it needs to be 36 or below by 6 p.m. for it to go ahead. So I think we should be okay. But the reason it's the last week is because Adelaide Motor Festival takes away Vic Park for a couple of weeks, and then
Maybe might get a couple.
I think they've called it. They potentially could have got a couple at the end of March, but just going on the numbers in the last few weeks, they seem to be dwindling, and everyone's sort of pretty cooked from Tour Down Under and that. So yeah, this week will be the last week. So get out there and support it. I'll be there. Alex, will you be on a corner?
I presume so.
Good boy.
Yep.
Good boy. Now we all have Billy Bunted, new to the pod, but we stumbled across her ride this week. She did a bit of a coastal warm-up and then proceeded to smash out 11 laps of our beloved Norton Summer on the way up to the Scenic Hotel each time, just shy of 3,500 metres vert and 192 kilometres. So if she's listening, well, she probably won't know her name anyway, but she'll know her ride. Wonder what she's training for. Was it a Everest attempt? Was it a half Everest?
Mini journey.
A mini journey.
Mini journey.
Yeah.
What were you doing? So let us
She
know.
almost got halfway to a
That's what I
journey.
was going to say. Well, if you work that out, yeah, she's almost. I think it's 32 laps of Norton, just the segment for an Everest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a journey's when you got to do a loop, huh?
A journey just doesn't have to be up and down. You can go anywhere and everywhere. Yeah.
So slide into our DMs. Myself and Dad Cash will hopefully have access to it if the password works.
But
soon.
work it out.
It's not working at the moment. So, we also mentioned last week the Norton PB Challenge with Queen Laquifa and Miss Piggy. Well, Miss Piggy laid down the law and went within 4 seconds of cracking her PB.
4 seconds.
Putting her in the third fastest woman for the week. We expect an official two-wheeled response from Queen Laquifa.
That's quite good.
He did actually say it wasn't an official competition after
Well, it
this
is.
time came out.
If
It
it's on the
sounds
pod,
like
it's official.
something Passion Fruit Oxy Shred would say.
Yeah.
She's like, it's not a competition,
But it is.
It is.
But I'm winning.
Motherfucker.
No, but so I was actually with Miss Piggy for that effort.
You were the
and
pacer, were you?
I was pacer, but
Yep.
towards the end I was alongside, just like, come on, were so close.
Did you have her time on your...
I just had the live segment up, so yeah,
Okay.
I could see it. Yeah, she was flying right up to the end of the last long straight, so the second to last left.
Yeah.
And then started to crack a little bit. Lost about 10 seconds on her
So
PB.
it was a positive split for her.
Yeah. Similar to what she did Saturday when we were out with the whole lot of the team. Yeah.
Got to get that negative split. Hold her back. Hold her back at the start.
No, it was good. Solid effort. Yeah, so, we'll just have to wait and see who gets there first.
Yeah.
My money's still on Miss Mickey.
Yeah, mine is 100%. Mine is too. Is she doing it again this Thursday?
Quite possibly, yeah.
What's the...
weather conditions?
Let's have a look at the conditions. Wang's weather here.
You know what? You can do that, and then we can let's jump into...
have a look into that, come back to us.
Headwind.
Headwind?
No good.
Even better if you do it into a headwind.
Yeah, true.
All right, let's jump right into it. The main reason why we exist, let's see who else has been spinning up the summit this week. Check out the times for folks who've been giving us a show. Might be the fast guys, might be the slower ones. It's going to be everyone in between, but we will dive into their rides and data a little bit more, and we'll see who and what has caught our eyes on the leaderboards with a hand-picked time for some fun and analysis. Campag-Yolo, you have the fastest man and woman this week. Who has been up there?
All right, we got Coronation Sensation with 13:04.
And they took 4 seconds off their PB.
Oh, well done, well done,
Very impressive.
Yep.
And for the fastest woman, we got Wahooligan.
Yeah. She ripped it up there too.
14:15. Not
What was that,
PB.
today?
That was the 24th, so yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she done
That's an
supers yesterday.
impressive time.
Big dog.
Yeah. So
What was the data for the fastest man?
369 watts.
Okay, it must be fairly light.
I was just going to say that's pretty light.
Heart rate? Did they have heart rate?
No heart rate, unfortunately. But yeah, Wahooligan is only just less than 20 seconds off her PB.
Yeah, she's flying at the moment.
Yeah.
She also runs.
Yeah, not as much now.
now?
She's scaled that back.
But that was part of, I'm pretty sure that was Supers.
Yeah, she did
and
Supers, yeah.
a part of a 122k day.
Nice.
Yeah. Who's got us for the men this week?
I got you guys.
You got us? Yeah, have a go.
All right. What have we got?
I've taken us from the late 17-minute bunch, so backwards.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right,
Some
go
new
backwards.
people.
Yeah, I love it. We've got Revenue Raiser with a 1758, 34k ride, no power, no data, but that's, you know what? It's fine. Let me just
Targeted, you reckon?
Quite possibly. There was a few targeted rides out.
Cutler targeted. Well, we got second off the ranks. We got Bananarama with a 1757, 93.81. It's very obscure
And specific.
ride distance. Yes. 272 watts. Average heart rate was 154. So still working.
Those watts don't sound right. He's a fairly big boy, that lad. For 272 watts for a
That'd be hot
1348.
day.
No, it's a
Yes.
17.
17. Yeah, that'd be right.
Come on,
Yeah.
Wang.
I was going to say.
Wang.
Put your
What's
glasses
going on,
on.
mate?
Can't read your
How
spreadsheet.
much have you had to drink in the last 24
I'm
hours?
still drunk from yesterday.
Third off the ranks, we got Bolognese.
Oh, you see what I did there?
Sorry, that was quite good, actually.
Oh,
Play
yes,
on
I see
words.
what you did there.
Yep.
Yeah.
With a 1756. Ooh, targeted ride with a 29.68k ride. No power, sorry, but we've got 140 beats per minute. So not bad. It's good work, Bolognese. Fourth, we have F4. Wow, sorry.
Yeah, you got Wang
Got
disease.
Wang's disease. Yeah. I don't know where you're catching that from, though.
Northeast massage.
F18 Tomcat with a 1756. No power, no heart rate, but just, I reckon he's tapping with a 1451 PR.
Yeah, definitely.
Last but not least, for the men's, we have parental guidance required.
Another play on words, this one.
Yeah, PB.
Yeah, not bad.
PB.
Thankfully, not a shop on Northeast Road. With a did they just
ride.
equal their PR?
No, that's their PR. First time on the pod.
Well done.
Sub
PB.
18.
Is that a friend of the pod? Friend of...
I'm not sure, actually.
Okay, cool. Well, good work. With a 234 watts. 173. Ooh, okay. Working. And 32k ride, so semi-targeted.
Very much so.
Wang.
All right, I have the women's bracket. So this is the 20, 21, 22-minute bracket. So, first of all, we had Frisky Biscuit with a time of 20:28, PB of 16:05, 112-kilometre ride, 219 watts and 166 beats per minute. Next up, we have Blueberry Muffin Top. She's been on the pod a few times before. 21:03 on a 39.89 kilometre ride. She's got a PB of 18:54, 188 watts. Next we have former guests, Suburban Yahoo, 21:10, fair bit off of her PB of 15:52 on a 44 kilometre ride, 156 beats per minute. Then we have B. Billy Bunted, so the young lady who done the 11 laps, 22:38. It's not a bad pace if she'd done all of them at that pace.
That was the very first one.
Yep. Yeah, on a 192-kilometre ride, as we mentioned before, 147 beats. And lastly, we have Big Macintosh. This is a PB.
Yeah, I like it.
Another play on words.
Yeah.
Well done,
PB.
well done.
PB here of 22:52. No data at all there.
Right.
Alex, you got the handpick.
We have an amazing handpick this week. So, new to the pod.
Yeah. Yes.
Do we know how old she is?
8.
8.
Yeah.
So 8 little Wilbur
Yeah.
has gone up there with Dad at an average of 4.7 kilometres an hour.
So I just got a message from Dad, Daryl Picks. What did I say? So she did it in about 40 to 41 minutes of actual riding time, but
had some stops along the way.
Accumulated with a sub 10-minute descent. So she's probably quicker than me on the descent than I was yesterday.
I tell you what, if I was Wilbur's dad, I would be shitting bricks watching them descend.
I did actually see Wilbur's dad. Took a couple of the I think he took the for the last switchback on on Norton's during the week. The nice little tailwind. So, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
So from the very last right-hander all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
You got to be motoring to get that.
Yeah, and that's the shittest part of the road.
Especially when you come around the little
bumpy
dog leg and there's
there's
tree branches and
I
shit.
get bad juju. Bad juju.
But little Wilbur, she totaled a 15.3k ride with Dad. Amazing.
That's so good.
Very,
It's amazing.
very good.
Love it. More kids, more girls into cycling and sport, I say.
Mm-hmm.
This week, what have we got? I'm going to talk to myself. We've got Oz Cycling SA, Tuesday the 27th and 28th, Sprint and Para and Advanced Junior Training all at the Superdrome. So some track stuff. On the Saturday, the 2nd of March, we've got Inside Line Mountain Bike Club with the National Downhill Round 3 at Eagle. And then on Tuesday, we have our last crit, the 27th, Senior and Junior Criteriums.
If the weather permits, come out.
Even if you just come out and support the club.
Just come out and sit on the corner with me.
Yeah, sit on the corner.
Have a beer at the Velo Precinct.
Yeah, Velo Precincts. Yeah. They are open and they will be having beverages, fries, non-alcoholic beverages as well.
Yep.
And, come down and, we'll have a coffee.
Forecast 36, so we should be right. Should cool down by 6 p.m.
Yeah, love it. Will there be enough volunteers, actually?
Me and Alex, and we had Declan out last week.
Yeah. Okay.
He's just got back from Outer Harbour from retrieving his sign.
Actually, if it's not this season, which was one last race, but next season, if you are keen to volunteer, hit Nord up they can always use the odd...
we'll have some winter crits as well.
Yeah. Very good, very good. Next up, we've got South Coast Cycling. They're going to do a Monday the 26th and also the 28th, which is the Wednesday, down at Edwardstown Velodrome. On the Monday, they've got some junior night training and just some night training on the Wednesday as well. And all of this stuff can be...
Entry Boss.
We
do have, not South Australian specific, but we do have the track nats. I believe they start at the end of next week up in Brisbane. So for all the South Australian guys that are going there, good luck to everybody,
Vegas.
guys and girls.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so with that, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and all creatures in between, if you've enjoyed yourself, why don't you give us a follow through your favourite podcast app or access all our episodes through YouTube as well. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to tell your friends and share it with everyone.
when we work out the password. We're also all over the socials where we give you updates, info, and let you know when new episodes are out, along with other podcast news and information. And if you want to support the podcast, please head to our Buy Me a Coffee page. And if you donate, you will definitely get a shout out on the pod the following week.
And thank you to our guest, Campag-Yolo. And thanks to all the listeners for tuning in. As always, we'd love your feedback and to know your thoughts. So hit us up and let's have a chat through our Facebook and Instagram page, or shoot us through on the ye old email.
The old Gmail.
RADelaide@gmail.com. And with that,
here's one for you.
Good.
This is going to be as good as your date check from last week.
We cracked up the real Shamoy last week.
Yeah,
We got him in trouble.
He woke up his wife.
All right, it's a question for you.
Okay.
How do you use a block of cheese in a sword fight? Make sure it's extra sharp. See you on the summit.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.